Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
She recently made her debut as Radio 1's new afternoon presenter, and Mollie King showed off her laid-back sense of style as she headed home after another day's work in the BBC radio studios on Thursday. The presenter, 37, put on a leggy display in tight lycra shorts and an oversized blazer as she made her exit. Mollie accessorized her look with trainers and a small black handbag as she departed after recording another show for the Radio 1 airwaves. On Monday, Mollie and her co-host Matt Edmondson made their debut as the new hosts of Radio 1's afternoon show, and will now take over the airways from Mondays to Thursdays from 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. The duo had previously fronted an afternoon show from Fridays to Sundays for 6 years, but have made the switch to a weekday slot as part of a hosting shakeup. Last month, Radio 1 bosses announced a huge shakeup in their schedule for the summer months, ahead of a bumper season of festival coverage which will dominate the airwaves. Among the changes, Radio 1 Breakfast with Greg James will be extended to 11 a.m. from Monday to Thursday to allow more of his young listeners to wake up with him over the summer weeks. Listeners will be treated to an additional 30 minutes of Greg's antics, with even more humor and energy guaranteed to help them get through the morning. In other news, Radio 1 will provide the soundtrack to the hottest summer festivals, broadcasting live from Glastonbury, TRNSMT, Ibiza, Malta and Reading and Leeds. In May, Mollie detailed the moment she knew that her fiancé Stuart Broad was it, explaining how his calming nature has been a huge support when she's struggling with an anxiety spin. Mollie welcomed her daughter Annabella with her fiancé Stuart last year, and the presenter detailed the moment she knew it was it after they met in an interview with Women's Health. She said, "I had always thought I would love to be a mom if I'm lucky enough, and when Stuart and I started dating a few years down the line, I was like, I know this is it. We're very similar, but in the ways where we are very different it feels like it's a really good balance, which I noticed immediately. I'm a big overthinker and I can be a little bit of a worrier, whereas Stuart is not an overthinker. Stuart's like, right, this is what I'm going to do and this is how I'm going to do it." Stuart retired from professional cricket last summer, but Mollie said that his level-headed nature was a huge support for her during her grueling cycle challenge. "Before the cycling challenge, I was on air and I was like, my brain just feels so foggy. I can't think straight," Mollie said. And he was like, "Oh, it's fine. It's just pre-match nerves." He's like, "You get this, babe, before any big game. You're fine, totally normal." He's always telling me that I need to do mind maps when my mind goes into a bit of an anxiety spin. He tells me to write everything down, then you can clearly see everything. He's very protective and he's really good at looking after me. Mollie and Stuart first dated in 2012, then split up, eventually rekindling in 2018 and welcomed their first child in December 2022.